Yeah, so I'm live right now. Hi guys, I'm Jesh, as you know. So today we are continuing our graph series that we are doing the NeetCode 150 sheet, and let's without any delay let's go to it. If anyone is watching the live streaming, please make sure uh, to like the stream. And if you have any question or query, whatever you have in your mind, you can share in the chat section. So, our today's question is okay, let's confirm that we are on the right question. Yeah, surrounded regions. So, this is our question. Let's first, I have seen this problem statement before, so it is for me it is easy to get this. So let's mm, surrounded regions. You are given an 2D matrix board. Okay, this is an all the mostly all the metrics in the graphs are 2D. You are given a 2D matrix board containing x and 0 characters. These are the x and 0 characters. Characters means these are in strings, not the numbers. If a continuous or directionally connected group of zeros is surrounded by x, okay, like for a directionally connected group of zeros is surrounded by x, it is considered to be surrounded. Okay, change all surrounded regions of 0 to x and do so in place. Okay, so but what about the why this is not converted into the x? Let's see the example. Note that regions that are on the border are not considered surrounded regions. Okay, look, let me show you what this problem statement is trying to saying. So this is our problem that we have given an grid of x and the grid of zeros. This. So what we need to do is we need to convert these zeros that are connected in four groups into the x. As you can see here, that four groups of zeros are connected are converted to x. Okay, and we have that problem is saying that, let's see, that note that regions that are on the border are not considered as surrounded regions. What does it means? That if there is a zero on the border lines, like this is on border, this border, this border, this border. If zero is on the border, we will not convert into the x. So that's why it is remains zero here. So my approach for this is I can do both BFS and DFS traversal into this grid, and I think that is both works equally for the grid for this problem statement. But I will go with the DFS approach. So what I will do, I will keep track of the visited nodes. Okay, and whenever I find the zero in the grid, I will convert it convert it and its neighbors to the x, and I need to keep in mind that if that O is on the borderline, I don't have to touch it. So this is my approach, and I don't think like I suffer mostly in the code. Like if I got the problem statement, I suffered in the code. This is my book. You wanna see that I draw these kind of things inside it to understand. Like three of you watching, yeah, comment like, let's chat, do something in the chat. It's my second live streaming in my whole life. So to solve this problem statement, we need first, like, for the every single traversal we need a row and the column. So row is length of the board, okay, and column is length of zero, board zero. Hi, bhai, Bruno Free Fire. Hello. So this is our row and we have columns, and now we need an like set also, because we need to keep track of the visited uh, elements. Set. Now we have set. Now we need to like check if it is O, then we will make it to X. For I in range row, for J in range column. पहचाना नहीं भाई, नाम बताओ। ब्रूनो, Bruno is my name in Free Fire. I don't know. Let's first like go to the for I in range row and wait a minute. For J in range। अबे लोड़ू, तू क्या कर रहा है यहाँ पे? सो जा वापस, इतनी जल्दी क्यों उठा? For I in range row, for J in range column. Uh, fuck. Like we need to go through the grid. So for I in range row, for J in range column, and if board of I and J equals to 0, we need to perform the DFS in it, but I haven't handled the edge case, that is if 0 is on the border. So for that, what I will do, mm, 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 it's a bit tough. Like I can do one thing, that I will convert all these like border lines into something something and keep them as it is, and in the end I will convert that border lines again into the X. mm, I think that is the something I can do with it. By the way, this is my second live streaming. If someone is watching, like it. So let's get back to our problem. And What I'm doing wrong, like I have this notebook in which I keep the like main points to think about. Like I have done several questions of DFS and BFS traversing question problems, but every single cases is different. Now I need to like do these. Okay, look, for this we can ask for hint. I don't want the time complexity. We observe that we need to capture the regions that are not connected to the zeros on the border of the matrix. This means there should be no path connecting the zeros. Okay, we need to force our algorithm to do not go on the border side. What we can do? From where I can mute. Okay, now I can mute my family background noise. So what we will do now, look, we will convert the where is this extension, we will convert this border into something else. So it will when we go to this inside this O grid, it will not convert the O's that are on the border. Okay, so for this we will like mm, I think am I doing right or not? Okay, let's see whatever it is. Let's write the code first. So I will now write the function that is DFS, which will take R and C. And if R is less than 0, I need to check that if it is go out of the bound. Base case always remains like same. If R is less than 0 or R is greater than equals to row, or C is less than 0 or C is greater than equals to call, or board of R and C is not equals to 0, then we will return. We are checking 0, but it is an string. Yeah, I know. And okay, we can go side. What do you mean, bro? Okay, if this go out of bound, we will return as the like return, and the other thing we will changing the x borders into the t, like any kind of characters. So for that, we need board of r and c equals to, let's say it Jaish. AI and Tech, subscribe to the channel. And now, after converting this to this, we will go through, like, we will go through other, like, the up, down, left, right. So for that, I will go recursively to R and C plus 1, DFS R plus 1 to C, DFS R minus 1 to C, DFS R C minus 1. So this is our recursive function. Why it's this indentation error? So our DFS function is ready, that convert the borders into the T, like J, sorry, whatever it is. Now we need to go through the border areas. So for that, for I in range, for I in range, row, for J in range, column, if board of I and J equals to 0 and 0 and what I need to like look for, like now we need this. So for that, look, this is the loop. I is the rows, 1 2 3 4, and J is the column, 1 2 3 4, and we have the like coordinates of I and J is equals to 0, and I also need to check that if it is on border or not. So first check the rows. If I equals to row, right? If I equals to 0, yeah, if this 0 on I equals to 0, which means the 0 row, or I is equals to row minus 1, or C is on column 0, okay, or C is equals to col minus 1. Am I right? Now, what does this loop means? When we find, like, let's comment it out. When we find the O on the border side, then we will turn this loop on, and what we will do, Do you call the D in like DFS function now, right? Yeah, I think so. DFS I and J. Now what we did here is whenever we find the zero on the rows and columns, I means rows, this is 0, I equals to row minus 1, which is the last row, and C equals to 0, which is the first column, and C equals to column minus 1, which is the last column. If we find O inside these, we will make it to the J. Yeah, we are going right, I think. I don't like why I need this set. Let's remove it because we don't need the set. The reason is we are not going back for the X. We are because we have converted these borders into the J. That's why. So for weekly contest, today is Friday. Okay, Sunday. Now what? Now as we converted these into the J, we need to make these to X. Let's say for R in range row, or J in range column if board of R and oh sorry, it's a column, so C equals to 0, 2 board R and C equals to X, right? Yeah. Hmm. I did this for the 0 and it has converted all the, not all the. Now, okay. On the border side, we have converted to the O to, okay. Now we will loop through the border lines and we will, like we have converted all the X's on the border side into J. Only that that are O. We have converted O to J. So we will find again that J and convert back to O. So for R in range row, for J, sorry, for C in range column, if both of R and C equals to J, both of R and C equals to back to O. Uh, I think it will work because we have like did all the things we need to. How many of you watching? Is anyone watching? Nope. Let's run it. Indentation error. What the fuck? Where is the indentation error? Okay. I don't want this in the loop. Cannot access local variables. C is not associated with the value. Okay, I did wrong here. I need to make it C. Ij is not defined. Okay, C. I and C is as input. Now let's try it. What I did wrong? Row column K is converted to Z DFS up down left right for I in range row. I'm not seeing any like kind of mistake in my problem. Let's now it's the time for asking to Gemini cause we have like spent around 20 minutes into the problem statement. So for this is my solution. So tell me what I did wrong and why. Why I did wrong and asking him why. हम्म, हाय भाई रौनक भाई। अरे इग्नोर नहीं कर रहा भाई, मैं चैट्स नहीं देख रहा था। जस्ट डूइंग दिस DSA क्वेश्चन। कहाँ से हो भाई रौनक भाई? साउंड कम आ रहा है। हाँ यार थोड़ा करो एडजस्ट। मैं नहीं बढ़ा सकता, घर पे हूँ। You have the correct strategy. Identify border, mark safe, capture rest, restore safe. But there are two specific bugs that prevent your code from working. Okay, what I did wrong, let's see. Your code, if board of IC equals to 0, the number 0, the problem, the input border uses the letter O as in Oscar. Is this O or what? 0? In programming, ASCII 42 is completely different from O. Okay, that is O, not 0. So where is that? Grid of RC is equals to 0. Oh, the invisible brackets. My Mac is hitting too badly. I don't know why. The invisible brackets. Logic error. The problem Python reads, and before or it reads your code like this: board of IC equals to 0 and I equals to 0 or I. Okay, this means if you are on the last row, the condition becomes true immediately. Even if the cell is an X, you act on cells you shouldn't. Okay, let's see the code finally now. What I did wrong is check 4 letters O, not the number 0. Okay, yeah, I have done this here. The second fix is that is border. Why is this? I don't need this. If let's remove this fate or IMC, yeah, I can do this. Let's convert it way to O, and I equals to 0. Okay, right. I equals to row minus 1, c equals to 0, c equals to column minus 1. Okay, the bug fix. Okay, letter O. Restore the save J. Like, I think it will work now. Okay, finally. What the fuck? How an beginner will think like this in the problem? No one is watching yet. I think it's afternoon, that's why. That is one of the reason maybe. So our today's one question is done. I will do more in the evening, but not right now. I'm calculating its time and space complexity, bro. Like, uh, look, we have gone through the full grid once. Like, one here that we have changed this. We have traversed to the borders to find the O and changed it to J. So that is the once, and we have gone through the grid to find the O of the connected groups to make them X. So I think the time complexity will be big of M into N, and the space complexity we haven't used anything, but it may be, it may be the vertices big of P. Let's ask it. Time complexity M into N. You iterate over the boards 3 times. Oh, 3 times. Yeah, look. One for this to convert the 0 to the Z, and second is this that we have converted this connected zeros to X, and third time is this that we have convert back that J to 0. Yeah, so big of M into N, that is M, where M is the number of rows and N is the number of columns, and space is also same, big of M into N. For the recursion stack in worst case. Okay, so let's submit it. Okay. It's tough though. Let's see something like we have deployed that our Fit for Works project. How is it? No, I don't need this. Like, I want to check the user counts on it. It is very low. I know that. Only 8 visitors, and in total, like the lifetime, 95. That is, I think, very good. Not that good, but as I start, it is good for me. In the total time, we got 95 visitors, and this is the Fit for Works, our website, on which you can just go get started. Let's review my resume. Software engineering, applying for backend engineering, and I am an intern. I think my resume's ATS score is already good. Why it's taking so much time? Yeah, 92. That is good already. Shivam, Sony, मॉर्निंग भाई मॉर्निंग. तू अभी उठा है, मैंने एक डीएसए क्वेश्चन निपटा दिया है लाइव पे. वाह यार. चल भाई, खत्म आज की लाइव स्ट्रीम. गेमिंग करो. तू बीजीएमआई में शिफ्ट हो जा, फिर करेंगे. Chalo, let's end the stream. Thank you for the watching if you have watched. Bye bye.